which is as a result of lack of motivation, leading to my second point. Lack of motivation coupled with insufficient effort and engagement. Motivation is largely considered external factor, but there is such a thing as intrinsic and intrusive motivation, which is being generated by individual himself. So if a student is being motivated, externally by teachers, parents, and societal factors, it is still the student's responsibility to motivate himself internally. Furthermore, distraction and addiction to technology is also a factor to consider. Students make use of technology in an excessive way, like they make use of technology by contributing to social media, gaming, and other distracting technology gadgets. While this technology has been a distraction for other students, it has also been a factor for other students to succeed. Many students have been able to use it to research for valuable resources, enhance their learning, communicate with their peers, online platforms like Khan Academy, Udemy, and YouTube. So instead of blaming technology for this distraction, we should focus on teaching students proper use of technology for positive reasons. In addition, poor study habits and strategies. Many students develop ineffective learning strategies, which leads to poor retention and lack of productivity. Bottom line is within the student. How have been able to convince her not to convince you and make myself feel that students.
Please put your hands together for her. She has done well. It means she's highly loaded. Please welcome the supporting speaker from Christ High School.
John F. Kennedy once said, "The goal of education is the advancement of knowledge and the dissemination of truth." Ladies and gentlemen, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, and my fellow students, I'm Oladipo Moremi, and I'm here to buttress what my co-debater said earlier. In my opinion, I believe today's children should be blamed for not taking their education serious. Here are a few points to buttress my reasons. First, many children prioritize short-term pleasure over long-term goal, leading to procrastination and lack of focus on their studies. This lack of diligence and time management skill can significantly impact a child's academic performance. Second, excessive use of social media, online gaming, and other digital distractions can divert attention away from academic responsibility. Children who spend more time on screens than on their studies might struggle to keep up with their peers. In addition, while earning money can be important, prioritizing part-time jobs over education can hinder academic progress and long-term career goals. Spending too much time on part-time jobs can leave limited time for academic pursuits, such as homework, reading, and research. Moreover, many children of today are more likely to challenge authorities and resist academic expectations. When guidance is provided, it is often dismissed as being too strict or old-fashioned. In conclusion, while external factors can influence a child's academic performance, it is essential to acknowledge the role of personal responsibility in academic success. By holding children accountable for their actions and encouraging them to take ownership of their education, we can help them develop the skill and habits necessary for long-term success. I hope with these few points of mine, I've been able to persuade you beyond reasonable doubt that today's children should be blamed for not taking their education serious. Thank you.
Put your hands together for her. So let's have the first speaker from Abbey Technical. A round of applause.
Standing on the existing protocol, I am Famoye Anoluwapo, here to support the motion that students are to be blamed for not taking education seriously. Here are my points. Firstly, succumbing to peer group. Peer group is a group of people of the same age or social status. These people can affect a student in both positive and negative way. It is a well-known fact that peer influence plays a significant role in shaping the mindset and worldview of a student. it is still the sole responsibility of a student to whether agree or disagree to any proposed subject. As it is said, you can only force a horse to a river, but you cannot force it to drink water. Secondly, deliberate misuse of technology, that is, internet and gadgets. My opponents may say social media is a negative factor. I argue it is not technology that makes students unserious, rather a misuse, disuse, and abuse of internet. I repeat, it is not technology that makes students unserious, rather a misuse, disuse, and abuse of internet. A phone that can be used to study as well as internet, as well as entertainment, as well as entertainment. A phone that can be used to study as well as entertainment. It is the sole responsibility of a student to choose what he or she wants to do with it. Furthermore, refusal to learn from their mistake. Many students have faced series of failure and have been corrected severally by their parents and teacher. So it is left to them to either heed to correction. In conclusion, I will say blaming a teacher or parent for a student's failure is like blaming a doctor for people getting sick every day. I know my opposition will be talking about poverty, but let me make a very good example with one of our leader, His Excellency, Engineer CHSAA. He also attended public schools like us. So I will say poverty is not a barrier to success. My opponents may also say that overcrowded school, but let me explain this using a Yoruba adage that says that anything about Banaja Lawo, Akiwo, Ariwoja. With this point of mine, I hope I was able to confidently convince you